Welcome to
At Home in the Shed. Yeah, so here we go. Yeah, this is Reg Varney from On the Buses fame.
Can't believe it.
And Reg's Party. And this was he made a couple of records actually.
Did he?
Yeah, and he was actually quite a good. I'm not so sure about his singing, but he was a good piano player. And you know, I mean, obviously his voice is, you know, like standard, sort of like, you know, music hall fare.
Okay. Shit, in other words, yeah.
There's a track in it that makes me laugh. It's called Ida, Sweet as Apple Cider.
Why would you even sing something like that?
But I mean, it's funny because obviously we watch On the Buses for years and that, you know, it's hilarious.
One of our favourites, actually.
Yeah, one of the best, isn't it? And I just happened to be out and about one day and I found that record, and I thought I've got to get it out, and I took it home, and I did a similar thing what we just did now. I left it on the kitchen table when my mum and dad come in so they could see it, you know, and it was like created some amusement, you know.
I bet.
And but he's made another record as well. There's another one he made called Reg on the 88 or something, and apparently it's a piano at the Abbey Road studios.
Oh, okay.
Because this was made at Abbey Road, the other one was made at Abbey Road, and also there's another sort of like person from this era called Mrs. Mills.
Oh yeah.
You might see like lots of records about Mrs. Mills piano sing along and stuff like that, and she used to play like that honky tonk sort of style, you know. But that was also recorded at Abbey Road, so it weren't only the Beatles, you know, and you know, other sort of famous 60s bands that were at Abbey Road. Reg Varney and Mrs. Mills were there and all.
I mean, what other YouTube channel would you get a review of a Reg Varney album?
That's it, yeah.
You wouldn't, would you?
Well, you wouldn't, no, and a lot of people wouldn't even know that he made a record, you know. And everyone knows the cheeky, chirpy Cockney in On the Buses.
And he paid £1.65 for that.
Did I? Is that what it is?
Sounds universal.
Blimey, I don't even remember.
Yeah, well,
I don't even remember the shop.
There you go.
But there you go. There's Reg. There's Reg Varney.
Love it.
Reg's Party.
Well done, Reg.
And of course, just interesting fact about him, just quickly.
Yeah.
He came from the East End. He came from Canning Town, I think it was.
Right.
And he was the first celebrity. He opened the very first cash point. The very first cash point in the UK was in Barking Road, and he opened it.
Just such a strange thing. Imagine how you open a cash point.
Yeah.
Instead of him saying, well, what's that?
Yeah, I know.
He said, what's that?
Grand opening night, you know. He was the one who done it. They might have even put a ribbon across it. I don't know.
Yeah.
He cut it. I don't know. But
Little did he know he was the pioneer of many muggings in the future. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
There you go.
So there you go.
Another quirky fact.
That's it. Yeah. Another quirky fact from At Home in the Shed.
We've got 3 films tonight that we're going to try and fit into a space of 15 minutes.
Yeah. Okay then. So the first one. This is a classic. I watched this again the other night. This is Roger Corman film, The Intruder.
Oh.
And it's William Shatner. And it's really good. I mean Roger Corman. He's known for like, you know, making like low budget films. He made all those horror films in the 60s. Little Shop of Horrors, The Creature from Beyond the Creature from the Haunted Sea.
Yeah.
Plus he just made loads of films over the years. I mean I had a book on him once, and he made a lot of those films like Edgar Allan Poe things, you know.
Yeah, I have
like that's right. Yeah, I mean, Vincent Price, all those ones like The Mask of the Red Death, and a lot of them he made back to back, you know. And he was like a bit of a shrewd kind of guy. He used to use the same sets for different films, you know. But this film, this is really good. It's like it's a drama, and it's William Shatner just turns up in this southern town to stir up racial trouble, and it's like something's happening in the town where they've got some black students who are going to be starting at the white school.
Right.
And Shatner just turns up out of nowhere to cause trouble, like, you know, and he nearly succeeds in getting someone hanged.
What is it, like KKK?
Yeah, it's like that. I mean, the film was made about 1963, 64, but he's really good in it as well. I mean, previous to this, he was probably, I know he was in a couple of Twilight Zone episodes,
Yeah.
and he was in a few things like. But
he is a good actor.
Yeah. I mean, I like William Shatner. Always quite, and we'd laugh about him sometimes, but it is a really good film.
Which says here, arriving in a sleepy southern town on the eve of interrogation or integration.
Yeah.
A slick, charismatic Adam Kramer, played by William Shatner, is I can't even read that.
What's that saying?
Ominous influence,
Yeah.
including its white citizens into a racial fervor
Yeah.
and plunging the once quiet community into a safe of chaos.
Yeah.
Or state of chaos.
It
These
is
words
good.
are terrible.
Yeah, I know. It's the writing's really small.
Yeah.
On that. I mean, we both wear glasses, and
Yeah.
fucking, I think we need to have another eye test.
Can't beat a bit of Shatner.
But he's good. I mean, and there's good actors in it. The other actors are good in it as well, and like it's really good. I mean, it's a good drama. I mean, you'll probably maybe be able to get a slight little clip or something.
Yeah, I'll put one up.
But it's good, and it's probably like Roger Corman's, one of the only films he made, which was like a, sort of serious kind of film, because all his other stuff was mostly sci-fi and horror films, which made on a low budget. But it's good. It's good.
Beverly Langsford.
Yeah, she's the girl in it who plays the daughter, and but a lot of the people in it are people you've seen in loads of things in the past. But he's really good in that, which leads me to.
Here we go. Everyone's favourite on a Saturday.
Here he is again.
Just for a bit of Locklear on a Saturday.
TJ Hooker. And unfortunately, she's not in this. And once again, I was cheated with this because it's got season 1, pilot, episodes 1 and 3, but there's only 2 episodes on there. And one's the pilot, which was I watched, and then that one, the street. So the 2 and 3 are not on there.
So that was your first episode?
That's the first one, the pilot.
Have you flipped the DVD?
What, turned it over?
Yeah.
No, I didn't actually.
Sometimes you can get that.
Oh, possibly it could still be on there then.
See? He ain't always the guru, is he?
No.
You know what I mean?
Guru. But she's not on there, which is a shame because, that was the main reason why we all tuned in on a Saturday back in 1983 to see Heather Locklear.
Yeah, exactly.
But, it's not bad. I used to watch it and it was quite good. The first episode on there reminded me a little bit of like Police Academy.
Yeah.
That sort of thing,
We've got a visitor here.
Oh. Hang on a minute.
Little Rose.
Rose has turned up.
You can hear her patting about.
You could probably hear her walking about down here, but unfortunately she can't get up,
There was a geezer in that who was plastic looking.
Yeah.
He's side. I never liked him.
Yeah, like it looks a bit like the poor man's Eric Estrada.
He was in Greece too.
Yeah, he's in that, and he plays a right sleazy character in it. He keeps trying to get off with this girl in it.
That's right.
And there's one scene in it where he says, look, just one boogie.
That's right.
And she said, okay then. And the dancing, it's just unbelievable.
Awful.
It's really bad, yeah.
She was watching that the other day, Greece too. I couldn't get through it.
Yeah, no, I must admit, I'm not keen. I saw Greece at the pictures when it came out.
Did you?
Yeah, I went to see it, yeah.
I wouldn't tell too many people that, to be honest.
I went, under duress,
Yeah.
Preferred things like Jaws, really,
I remember on a Saturday morning, TJ Hooker,
Yeah.
bit of the A-Team, Saturday afternoon,
Yeah.
Airwolf with Gene
That's
Michael
it.
Vincent.
Yeah, Airwolf, yeah.
And what else was it?
What was that thing with...
Super Grand.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, with a bit of Super Grand.
Yeah, all thrown in.
Hold up.
Oh. She's growling at the TV.
There's a bit of howling going on.
He's getting on her sofa now.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, shouldn't let animals into the studio really, but we have on this. So it's amazing to watch a dog do a howl and nothing comes out. Come here, Lumpy, and say hello to the camera. Come here.
Yeah.
Right, we carry on going.
I think we've got to introduce her to the viewers.
Oh.
I think they've got to see her.
See, this is the first time we've had a guest appearance on the show, and she's come to say hello. Not interested, are you?
Guest appearance.
Nah, not bothered, are
You're
you?
more interested in a
I'm home. Not bothered, mate, are you?
bag of refrigerators.
Yeah. Anyway, on to the next film.
Yeah, okay then. Right. So we're staying with the 60s with this one, which is a Jack Nicholson and Hell's Angels on Wheels.
What do you reckon of that one, Rose? Yeah.
No approval?
Not interested. But Jack Nicholson's good. I do like a bit Jack Nicholson.
Yeah.
We talked about The Shining the other day, and she was saying she's never seen it.
Never seen it. Yeah, well, it's good. I mean, you know, a lot of people say it's the best horror film ever made, don't they? But I mean, I wouldn't go as far as that, but it is good. But this film, Hell's Angels on Wheels, this was made before Easy Rider, about 1967, and there was a spate of these films that came out. There was this one, there was The Devil's Angels, The Wild Angels, there was loads of like Hell's Angels films, and I saw this on TV one night, and like, you know, years ago, and then it came out on DVD, and I promptly snapped it up, you know. But it's good. It's a typical 1960s.
It's
you know.
great. It's a bit like Easy Rider, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very simple. I mean, they're like a gang, you know, and on the wrong side of the tracks and that. But Peter Fonda did make one called The Wild Angels before Easy Rider, I think. But there was a lot of these that came out all at the same sort of time, and it's directed by a guy called Richard Rush, and he also made one called Psych Out, which was a similar thing with Jack Nicholson, you know.
She's really into it, isn't she? So you've watched these episodes, haven't you?
That's it. Well, you've obviously seen a few of these when you've been sitting here overnight.
I thought it'd be a bit more camera shy in this, right? But obviously not.
No, she likes it. Likes the camera.
Yeah, she's happy with that.
Definitely photogenic.
Yeah,
Definitely.
you know. But with Reg Varney, William Shatner, TJ Hooker, and Jack Nicholson.
Yeah.
But as I say, it was only 3 films tonight, but you know, enough to.
That's it. Yeah. Just to, you know, just to keep it going, innit?
Yeah.
Not to like, you know, make it.
So we had to cut the film there because Rose wanted to get down and go to the toilet. So yeah, Reg Varney, TJ Hooker, The Intruder, and Hell's Angels on Wheels.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Good little selection, actually.
Good little selection.
And I went round Gary's new place tonight, and I must admit, mighty impressed.
Yeah.
Great place.
That's it. Yeah.
Very quirky, and
got the library. Got the library of
inundated.
films.
I didn't know where to look. It was incredible.
Still got stuff in boxes, mate, even now.
Records galore.
That's too much.
Unreal. Other people have got food in the cupboards. He's got LPs, Val Dunican LPs. You know.
Yeah, it's all got to be put into a and B box. You know, A to keep, B to get rid of.
You've got to have a cull.
But I don't know. It's going to be difficult to get rid of stuff.
I don't know how you're going to do it.
But I mean, got to be brutal with yourself, and you really just can't keep it all.
Yeah. Brutal with a millimetre, isn't it?
Bit of Nitro Deluxe.
Yeah. Nitro Deluxe. What a tune.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, one of my all-time favourites.
Do you reckon I should put a little bit up in the background?
Yeah, you could do. Yeah,
I'll do that.
Yeah.
Nitro Deluxe. Anyway, we're going to leave you playing with Nitro Deluxe.
Let's get brutal.
And we'll see you in a week's time. Thanks for watching, fellas and ladies. And thanks to Rose for a special appearance.
Special guest appearance.
Yeah, she drove over here especially. So. Right, guys, see you next week.